Hello friends, today we discuss about organic ternary mixture separation. So in case of ternary mixture, there are three organic components are present and we have to determine its type and also separate the three different components from this mixture. So first of all, organic compound has the four types. First one is acid, second is phenol, third one is base, and remaining all organic compounds are neutrals in nature. So these are the four main types of the organic compounds. Now in case of ternary mixture, there are different possibilities of the mixture. That is, in some cases there is an acid, phenol, base mixture is present. Or another possibility is the phenol base neutral. Another possibility again phenol base neutral. So these are the different types of possibility we occur in this ternary mixture separation. Now let us move towards the how to determine the type of the ternary mixture. For this separation of the mixture or for determination of the type of this ternary mixture, we have to learn about first the nature of this ternary mixture. So nature of this ternary mixture has the four types or four natures. First one is the solid. Means in this case, all the three components are solid in nature. Now second nature is the second type of nature, that is solid and liquid. So this is the another nature of this ternary mixture. In the third case, one solid and two liquids are present. This nature is also known as solid, liquid, and last is the liquid. Means all the three components are liquid in nature. So these are the main four different natures of the ternary mixture, organic ternary mixture. Now we have to see the one by one, like solid, liquid, and liquid. So in this case, we learn first that is the how to determine the type of solid, or we have to visualize this mixture, that is solid. Now at the time of examination, carefully observe this mixture. Now for this mixture, there is no any liquid components present in this mixture. Therefore, we can say that the nature of this given mixture is the solid. Means in this mixture, all the three components are solid in nature. So for this purpose, for the determination of this mixture, we have to remember one thing. In case of solid mixture, we have to first determine the type. Determination of the type of the whole mixture, and then separation of the mixture. So in this case, for solid nature of ternary mixture, we have to first determine type, then next separation. In case of other natures, means solid liquid, or solid liquid, or liquid, we have to first separate that mixture and then determine the type. So in this case, the situation is the first determination of type and then next the separation of the mixture. So now we are actually start the determination of the type. Now here we have a mixture, that is the nature of this mixture is the solid. For this purpose, for the type determination, here take small quantity of this mixture. Now for the determination of the type of this given mixture, we have to take the small quantity of mixture in a test tube, and first of all add the ether because for the separation or for the type determination of these three components, solid, we have to use the solvent, that is ether solvent. Ether layer. Ether layer. Okay. So for the conformation of acid, this ether layer, add to this ether layer 10% of sodium bicarbonate. 10% of sodium bicarbonate means, so this is the solution of 10% sodium bicarbonate, and now add. Now here we add the sodium bicarbonate in a ether solution, and now shake it well. Now if the given mixture contains the acid, then there is a effervescence of CO2. Now see, there is a effervescence of CO2, means the given mixture contains acid, may present the acid. So shake it properly, shake it well, and there is a formation of two layers. Now shake it vigorously. So by shaking, the two phases, that is ether phase and bicarbonate aqueous phase, the sodium bicarbonate, now we clearly see there is the formation of two layers. So above layer is the ether layer and below layer is the sodium bicarbonate layer. Now when we shake this mixture by after addition of sodium bicarbonate, there is a effervescence of CO2. Effervescence of CO2 means here we say that the acid may present in the given mixture, because acid react with that sodium bicarbonate and that acid dissolve in that sodium bicarbonate and evolve CO2 in the form of effervescence. Now for the conformation of this acid component, we have to separate both these layers, that is ether layer and sodium bicarbonate layer. Both layers are separated. So this is aqueous layer and this is ether layer. Now to this aqueous layer of sodium bicarbonate, we have to add HCl. If white PPT is generated, then we say that there is a conformation of acid or present of acid. Now see, there is a formation of white PPT takes place. Means in our ternary mixture, one component is acid and that acid is confirmed here by the white PPT. So this in our given ternary mixture, one component is the acid. Okay, so this is white PPT for the acid. Now the remaining two components are present in this ether layer. Remaining two components are present in this layer. So for that purpose, we here add NaOH, because NaOH is solvent for the next component, that is phenol component. Now if we add the here NaOH, now if the given mixture contains phenol, then there is a dissolution of that phenol component into the NaOH. Now this shake vigorously, means if the phenol is present in the given mixture, that phenol is completely soluble in the aqueous NaOH solution, and if phenol is absent, so there is no reaction between the NaOH and that ether. Now after addition of the NaOH in that ether layer or ether solution, now here we can say there is a complete separation of two phases. Again, one phase, above phase is the ether phase and the below phase is the saturated solution of NaOH. Okay, so if the given mixture contains phenol, so that phenol dissolve in the saturated solution of NaOH, and that phenol it comes into the dissolved form of that NaOH, and the remaining component is present in this ether layer. Now again we separate these two phases or two layers by means of dropper or either by means of decantation. Okay, so now decant this ether layer by means of test tube, or sometimes we here use the dropper. Okay, so now we have separate the ether layer this, and this is aqueous layer. So this is aqueous layer of saturated solution of NaOH, and this is ether layer. Okay, now for the confirmation of the phenol, we add the 1:1 HCl solution to this aqueous NaOH solution. If the PPT is obtained, then we can say that there is a phenol confirmed. Or otherwise, if there is no PPT formation takes place, then we can say that the phenol is absent in the given mixture. Now add this 1:1 HCl. Now see, there is a formation of white PPT. Formation of white PPT. Okay, so by this way we can say that there is a formation of white PPT. So there is a presence of, yes, that is phenol. Okay, now in this our mixture there are two PPT are formed by addition of bicarbonate to ether layer. We get the white PPT, means formation of acid or conformation of acid component. After that, in the ether layer we add saturated solution of NaOH, then decant the ether layer, and to the saturated solution of NaOH we add 1:1 HCl. Again we get the white cream PPT, white creamy PPT. For that purpose we can say that there is a phenol compound. Now till at this situation we have to the remaining ether solution, we add HCl, 1:1 HCl. Now see, there is a reaction between the ether layer and HCl. So for that purpose we can say that base may present. Now allow this test tube to stand for 5 minutes for the separation of two layers, means the below layer is of the 1:1 aqueous layer and the above layer is the ether layer. Now if the given mixture contains base, so that base is coming to the dissolved into the HCl, and that dissolved base is present in this aqueous phase, and if base is not present, then the remaining is the neutral component, and that neutral component is present in the ether layer. Now here we separate these two layers by means of dropper or by decantation. After the separation of this layer, we have to add NaOH, saturated solution of NaOH to the aqueous phase. If yellow PPT is obtained, then we can say that there is the confirmation of basic component in the given ternary mixture. Now separate this mixture by decantation. Okay, so by by decantation, here we obtain a single layer of the aqueous HCl. Now here we add the saturated solution of NaOH. Now see, there is the formation of yellow PPT. Formation of yellow PPT. This indicates the presence of basic component. This indicates the presence of base component in the given mixture. Means here there are three components are present. So this is solid white PPT is of acid. This again white creamish PPT of phenol component, and this yellowish PPT to the above layer of that HCl solution is of base component. So the type of this given mixture is the acid, phenol and base. So for this solid mixture, the type of the component is that is acid, phenol, base. Now the next step of this ternary mixture is the separation of the mixture. Now the given mixture contains three components. That is acid, phenol and base. Acid, phenol and base. Now acid dissolve in 10% of NaOH and phenol dissolve in the saturated solution of NaOH. So for the separation of this type of mixture, that is acid, phenol, base, take whole mixture in 250 ml beaker, whole mixture, add 4 to 5 test tubes of 10% NaCO3, stir it well and filter it. So after filter, there are two parts of that solution. That is, one is filtrate and another is residue. So in this residue, again two components are present, phenol and base. So this filtrate contains the dissolved acid, and this is precipitated by addition of 1:1 HCl. So after addition of 1:1 HCl, 4 to 5 test tubes of HCl, white PPT is obtained. That is nothing but a pure acid component. Now for the residue, in this residue add saturated solution of NaOH. Stir it well. After stirring, there is again filtration. So after filtration, there are again two parts. One is the filtrate and another is the residue. So in case of filtrate, it is nothing but the dissolved phenol component, and by addition of 1:1 HCl, phenol precipitated. Phenol is precipitated, and the remaining residue is the pure base component. There is no need of dissolution of that residue for the conformation of base. So by this way, we can separate the acid, phenol, base type of ternary mixture. Now let us separate this mixture by addition of sodium bicarbonate. Now take this whole mixture in the 250 ml beaker and add the 4 to 5 test tubes of sodium bicarbonate for dissolution purpose of that given acid. Now here stir it well. Now stir until the effervescence of CO2 is stopped. Stir this mixture till the effervescence of CO2 is stopped. Means the complete acid is dissolved in that sodium bicarbonate and there is no acid is remaining in that mixture, and that all acid is dissolved and going to the sodium bicarbonate layer. So stir it for 5 minutes. So now after stirring this solution, we filter this solution. So after filtration again, we get the two parts. One is the filter and other is the residue. So in filtrate, the acid component of the ternary mixture is dissolved and form its sodium salt and go into the filtrate layer. And on the filter paper, there is the presence of residue. In that residue, the two components are remains. That is, one is the phenol and another is the base. Now see friends, after the complete filtration, that solution is divided into two parts. So one is the filtrate. So this filtrate is nothing but the dissolved acid in 10% of sodium bicarbonate, and this residue which is present on the filter paper. Now this residue contains the two components, that is, one is the base and another is the phenol. So for the precipitation of this acid, we have to add in this solution 1:1 HCl. So after the addition of that 1:1 HCl, white PPT of that acid is precipitated out. Now for the preparation of the acid component, here we add 1:1 HCl to the filtrate of that sodium bicarbonate. Now see here, there is a formation of white PPT of acid component. So this white PPT is nothing but a pure acid component. And for the complete separation, this PPT after filtration again we get two parts. Filtrate means it is nothing but only a water. That water we reject, and on the filter paper there is a white residue, means complete acid. So this is separate out the acid. Now in this residue there are two components are present. One is the phenol and another is the base. For the separation of the base component, phenol component from the base, here we take this whole residue. In the next beaker, clean beaker, and add. Now after collection of the residue in the fresh beaker, we have to add here NaOH, because the phenolic compounds are dissolved in the NaOH. Now add the sufficient amount of NaOH to the residue and stir it for 5 to 10 minutes. After stirring the 10 minutes of this solution, here there is the filtration of this solution, and we get the two parts of this solution. One is the filtrate, and this filter contains the saturated solution of NaOH that contains the dissolved phenol compound, and other there is the residue which is remains behind on the filter paper, which is the pure base component. So by this way we can separate phenol in the form of dissolved salt, and residue as a pure base solid component. Now after the filtration, here we get the two parts. One is the filtrate, which is saturated solution of NaOH that contains the phenol in dissolved form, and see here yellowish solid, which is nothing but our pure base component. Now for the precipitation of this phenolic compound, Here we add 1:1 HCl for the precipitation purpose. So see here, there is a formation of creamy white PPT of phenol compound, and this remaining base compound which is remains on the filter paper. So by this way we can separate ternary mixture. First one is the acid, that is white PPT. So this is creamy white PPT of phenol compound, and this is yellowish solid part which is base compound. So by this way we can separate the ternary mixture. First, in case of all these three solid compound, we have first determine its type. Its type is the acid phenol base, and after confirmation of the type, we have to here separate acid, phenol and base. Thank you.